Daddy, I've been a bad girl. Who's your mama?
How many people could you have slept with in the last 2 months?
You're the one that told me to relax and have fun.
I never told you to have unprotected sex.
Maybe this is God's way of saying, settle down, grow up, and be truly happy for once in your life.
I should figure out who the father is.
So this is the dad. The daddy's here. That's the mommy. And that's their daughter.
Oh, wow.
That's Mochi. That's Toffee. Yeah.
Cool.
But they're like, if the three of them are out of the cage, they're like just not manageable. They're like all freaking out. It's like, no. I'm Quentin Lee. I'm the director of The People I've Slept With. The People I've Slept With is a sexy romantic comedy about a young woman who's been partying and sleeping around, and she got pregnant. And as she decides to keep the baby, she has to find out who's the baby daddy and has to revisit the few crazy dates. The People I've Slept With is beyond a romantic comedy. It's also a sex comedy, and some critics say that it's pretty raunchy, which is what we intended because we wanted to be funny and sexy at the same time. We also kind of like spin around the romantic comedy genre a little bit because it's about a woman who's very sexually aggressive, who is a self-professed slut, and which is something that we don't see in your typical sex comedy or romantic comedy. It's also a coming-of-age movie about her coming to terms with who she is and accepting herself, but also taking on the responsibility to become an adult. We hope people coming away from the movie with a little bit more of an open mind towards, you know, alternative families, gays and lesbians, and also women who are different from the regular traditional mold. If you look at this movie in comparison with, you know, a lot of the movies out there, even Asian movies, you know, they're obviously a lot more raunchier movie. And again, like, you know, when we're making the movie, we realize that there's a clear distinction between a movie being very sexual versus a movie being very sexy. And we really want to go to the sexy side versus like something like very kind of like sexual and just pornographic. So we have that very clear distinction and a very clear kind of path that we want to go to the sexy route, and hopefully it's sexy.
I like boys from Africa, South America, and Asia. I like boys from so many places. How can I not?